Good day. My name is Chan Kametsanyanas Ella.
I am Chad Carbidivilia.
Ni Charmaine Agustin.
Rian Balvar.
And I am Nathaniel Gata, and today, together with my group mates, we were going to talk about modern plants. How do plants adapt life to land? As many of you know, plants has become an integral part of human existence. Plants has provided us home, shelter, food, and other many great things. But the real question is, have you ever wondered how do plants work? How do they live? And how do they survive? And have you ever got the chance to see plants in a smaller picture in detailed close-ups? Worry no more because in this presentation, we were going to talk about how do plants showcase diversity in their habitat, their water requirements, and their lifespan. In this activity, we have examined 5 types of species of plants that we are interested while roaming inside the campus. We tend to explore 4 key aspects that this plant species has: their habit, their habitat, their water requirement, and their lifespan. And we determine these aspects by using educational materials and search engines available in our online world.
This activity focuses on exploring plant adaptations around the school. Initially, we began by exploring different areas around the school to locate plants in various conditions. Subsequently, we closely observed the plants we found, noting any unique features that appeared to aid their survival in their specific environment. Following this, we documented our observations meticulously with both written notes and photographs. Next, we engaged in a group discussion to explore the potential functions of these features, sharing our individual ideas and insights. Finally, we compiled our collective findings and presented our comprehensive understanding of how plants adapt to their surroundings.
Our activity was guided by these steps. First, we have roamed the campus where we have choose plant species that we would like to choose as our plant subject. Second, we have documented the leaves, the stem, the flower, and the roots of the plant species that we have choose. Third step is we have listed the data that we are available to see and observe with using our naked eye. Last step performed was background research. This part of our activity was very crucial, wherein we have identified what is the scientific name of the plants and other important information about the plants.
The giant crinum lily or the Crinum asiaticum is a large eye-catching herb that can reach heights of up to 2 meters. Its long, smooth leaves create a broad cluster of foliage near the ground. Rising above these leaves are tall stalks that hold streaking white flowers. The blossoms are notable not only for their appearance but also for their sweet fragrance. This species grows as a terrestrial mesophyte, preferring environments with moderate moisture levels. It is well adapted to such conditions and maintains healthy growth throughout the year. Being a perennial plant, it survives across seasons and continues to flourish annually.
Pinwheel flower, scientifically known as Tabernae montaha de variegata. So now we're going to discuss the different characteristics of a pinwheel flower. The first one is the habit. So the pinwheel flower classified as a shrub habit because it has a small to medium-sized perennial woody plant characterized multiple stem branching from or near the ground. Shrubs can be either deciduous or evergreen and are also commonly called as a bush. So the next characteristics is the habitat. So the pinwheel flower is classified as terrestrial habitat. Why? Because it is native habitat and it is a land-based tropical and subtropical forest and landscapes. It can adapt, grow, absorbs nutrients and water, and bloom year-round. Third characteristics will be the water requirements. And the water requirements of pinwheel flower is a mesophyte. Why? Because this flower needs a moderate water supply because it lacks specialized adaptation to survive in either very dry or very wet conditions. Fourth and last characteristic that pinwheel have is the lifespan. It is a perennial plant because it is simply an evergreen shrub with a woody structure that lives for more than 2 years. The term perennial is a botanical classification for any plants that persist for multiple growing seasons.
Croton Codeum variegatum. The Croton Codeum variegatum is a perennial terrestrial shrub characterized by its vibrant and diverse foliage. Its leaves exhibit a stunning array of colors, including striking reds, oranges, yellows, and greens. The plant features an upright growth habit with dense clusters of leaves primarily concentrated at the top, and as a mesophyte, it has moderate water requirements. Their habit is shrub. Their habitat is terrestrial. Their water requirement is mesophyte. Their lifespan is perennial.
Name of the woods, and its scientific name is Ixora coccinea. And the flame of the woods also have 4 characteristics. And the first one is the habit, which is a shrub because it is naturally compact evergreen that grows in rounded, multiple stem form with woody stems. The second characteristic will be the lifespan, and it is also a perennial plant because it evolved as a land-based species native to the tropical and subtropical environment. So the third characteristics that flame of the woods have is the habitat, and the flame of the woods is under the terrestrial habitat because its physically structure and physiological needs are adapted for growing on land and not in the water. The fourth and last characteristic that flame of the wood have is the water requirements. The water that flame of the woods needs is a mesophyte water. Why? Because it is best adapted to moderate and well-watered conditions.
Madagascar periwinkle, or it's scientifically known as Catharanthus roseus. This plant is a herbaceous subshrub that is well known for its attractive flowers. Each flower usually have 5 distinct petals with a contrasting center, giving it a very neat and symmetrical look. Its leaves grows in opposite pairs along the stem, which also adds to its balanced appearance. The Madagascar periwinkle is a terrestrial plant, but it has hydrophyte-like water requirement, meaning it grows best in moist soil. It is commonly found in warm climates, where it can live as a perennial plant. To summarize, its habit is a subshrub. It lives on land, it needs consistent moisture, and it can survive year-round in warm areas. Thank you.
Overall, this activity helped us learn that plants have adapted differently when it comes to their habitat, water requirements, and lifespan. This clearly showcase that each plant species have different and unique way of adapting to life. This clearly showcase that each plant species has a different and unique way in adapting to life when it comes to different aspects such as habitat, water requirement, and lifespan. And here are some references that we use to identify these plant species. Here are some documentation about this laboratory activity. Thank you so much.